If you've got some extra apples lying around, or if you're hosting Thanksgiving this year, this caramel apple upside down cake might just be your new go-to dessert. Make this easy cake for a cozy night in with friends or to impress everyone at your table this holiday. Stick around to the end because, oh my goodness, the flip is so satisfying. About a week ago, me and my family, we went apple picking for the first time, and it was so much fun. My family and I had such a great time at Los Rios Farms. They had so many apples. There were fields with Red Delicious, Arkansas Black, Honeycrisp, and Granny Smith. There was also so much to do. They had set up spots throughout the farm for family photos. There were also a petting zoo filled with animals. This is Lucky, the alpaca. He was so cute and a little scary. Overall, such a great experience. We did go a little overboard on the amount of apples that we got. This is like one of like 3 containers. So I thought Thanksgiving's coming up and I should make a dessert. I wanted a dessert that was like all the cozy fall vibes, but with all of the flavors of fall as well, but was very like no fuss, super easy, and not the traditional like just apple pie. So that's where this dessert comes in. This is going to be a caramel apple upside down cake, and online it seemed as if it was the perfect thing that I was looking for. It's one pan, it's super minimal, no fuss, but it has all the fall flavors that I love. So we're gonna make it together. By the way, my name's Abby, and welcome to Design for Growth, where we make everyday moments extraordinary through fashion, lifestyle, and personal growth. So from fashionistas to hostesses, join me on this journey to elevate our lives. It's giving self-love. Let's grow together. This is going to be a new episode of my Effortless Host series, where I show you all how easy hosting can be. It's not about it being perfect, it's about bringing people together. Apple picking has really unlocked a new personality for me. I'm gonna walk you through the ingredients. This is pretty simple. So we have things like sugars, butters, apple, and of course things to make the batter. I'll go into those a little bit later. And I've preheated the oven. And of course we're gonna be using apples. I'm going to be using Granny Smith today, but for this recipe, any firm apple or any apple that kind of has like a sweet tart profile will work. So think of things like Honeycrisp apples or Fuji apples or Arkansas Black apples are also kind of that sweet tart profile. I personally love the Granny Smith ones, are my favorite, so we're using those today. Let's start off with our 3 Granny Smith apples. We're going to wash them and peel them and core them and then slice them into thin slices that we're then going to arrange at the bottom of our pan. Since it was my first time making this recipe, I totally chanced it and kept the peels on. Well, actually, in all honesty, I think I just forgot to peel the apples. It was all the excitement, okay? Once the apples were cooked, I think looking back on it, I definitely do think peeling the apples is the way to go. So now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start with the caramel topping and the apple arranging. Next, in a lightly buttered pan or a non-stick pan, we're going to arrange our sliced apples. I'm using a 9-inch cake pan here. We're going to start at the center and we're just going to lay the slices of apples down in a spiral pattern, and we're going to just go row by row and kind of just layer the apples on top of each other. At the end, you'll get something that looks like this. Depending on how many layers of apples you do, you might have some apples left over. I had about half a bowl left. Okay, we're gonna set this aside and get started on that caramel. I just wanted to do this part first because once the caramel is done, we're going to pour the hot caramel over this. In a saucepan over medium heat, we're going to melt the half cup of butter. Once the butter is melted, we're gonna add our brown sugar and we're just gonna stir it consistently until everything is mixed and the concoction starts to boil a little. We're gonna let this boil for about a minute to 3 minutes. One thing you have to be very aware of is that this can burn very easily. So you really wanna watch out on how high of heat you put it on. For me, I started off at medium, but then I turned it down to low a little just because I thought it was boiling a little too much. Once everything was combined, I lowered the heat just to cool it off a little, and that's when I saw that my caramel started to thicken. At this point, I knew I was ready to pour it over the apples. Just look at this golden brown color. Oh my goodness. And the smell is amazing. It really smells like a candy shop in here. If you're feeling like you want extra fall vibes or extra holiday vibes, what I would do is add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon to this caramel. Once this baby's baked, this will give you more of like a cinnamon apple type of flavor, and I bet it would be so delicious. With a spatula, we're just going to spread the caramel and make sure that it covers all little crevices of the pan. This part is very satisfying. I'm not even gonna lie. I love watching the caramel boil and also the sizzling sound it makes once you put it in with the apples. So this is what it looks like, just a close up. I had to go get my apron. I forgot to put it on. Now we're official. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is I'm going to make the batter for the cake. So I have 1 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup of granulated sugar, 1/2 cup of butter, which is just 1 stick of butter. Then I have 1 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and then I have 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and of course I have 2 eggs right here, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and lastly 1 cup of whole milk. You can also use oat milk for this or almond milk for this, but I don't know, I haven't had real milk in a minute. Why not? So what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to get a medium-sized mixing bowl, and we're going to focus on mixing our dry ingredients for the batter. So first we'll need our flour, our baking powder, and then our salt. This is our salt. And with my whisk, I'm just going to combine it and just mix it until it's combined. Okay, that's good. And then I'm just gonna set that aside. And then we're gonna move on to the wet ingredients for the batter. So the next step is basically to cream the butter and the sugar together. You can use a hand mixer for this. I'm gonna use the KitchenAid mixer for this. Let me just grab it. She's so heavy. Oh, she's so heavy. Whew, okay. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat in the cream and the sugar until we get into like a very airy and fluffy consistency. I think this is locked. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 1/2 cup of butter, which is just 1 stick, in here. Let me get a spatula. Okay. Yep, and this has been softened to room temperature. And then I'm going to get the 3/4 cups of granulated sugar and also throw it in here. Yeah. Yeah, get that bit. Okay. And then we're just gonna start off slow with this. Cool. Fun fact, I've had this mixer for so long, and this is actually one of the first times that I'm using this. I usually just use like a hand mixer, just because I feel like sometimes the KitchenAid can be like very bulky. The texture's changing a little. A bit more, you know, fluffy. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the eggs one by one and also add the vanilla extract. So let's start with that. Ooh. Because I'm afraid of getting shells, a tip is to crack it in something else first before you actually put it in there. So crack it in here. Okay, and I'm gonna crack the second one too. Ah, this is why. Yeah. This is how we're looking in here with the egg. I'm getting very fluffy now. Next, I'm gonna grab my vanilla extract and I'm just going to put it in here. Perfect. So while that's going, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to mix in part of the dry ingredients that we have here and the milk. I'm going to start with my flour mixture and I'm going to end with it. So I'll do 1 flour, 1 milk, 1 flour, 1 milk until it's all mixed together. Okay. So I'll do a couple of that. Let that mix. And then some water, or some milk. This is the batter so far. It looks really, really great. Let me move everything, but I think we're done. I think the batter is done. So, oh yeah, nice. This batter looks super velvety. KitchenAid mixer, even though I have my quarrels with you, you do make a beautiful batter, man. Gotta give it to you. Next is going to be to mix this is our pie, and we're gonna mix our batter in to this. We're just going to spoon it out and evenly coat it, honestly. Okay, and I'm just going to spread this out and evenly coat my pan. Okay, cool. Yeah. So the oven is preheated and I'm gonna throw this in there. It's going to be in the oven for a while, for 45 to 50 minutes. And so I'm gonna clean up and everything while this bakes. Okay, just put this in the oven. While the cake's in the oven, I just wanted to show you all my cat's Halloween costume. So this is Molly. She was a grumpy old granny. This was Lucy. She was a misunderstood artist. They were so cute. They only kept the costumes on for about like 5 minutes, but I appreciated every moment. Did any of you dress up your pets? If you did, comment below. Better yet, share the pictures. I need to see. So this is what the cake looks like. It looks really great. It's been cooling for about 10 minutes so far. So now we're going to unstick the edges and then we're going to flip it over. This is the part we don't want to miss. With my knife, I'm just gonna, I think my pan might be buttered enough that I don't have to do this knife thing, but I'm just seeing how stuck is my cake. It doesn't look like it's stuck at all, so that's good. So now I'm gonna get the plate. With this plate, I'm gonna just put it over and I'm just going to, let's see, turn it over. Okay. Okay, I think I did it. This thing is still hot. Okay, this is going to be the flip that is to die for. Wow. It smells incredible. Oh my God. Hopefully it looks good on camera because the way it smells is so good. You can just get the caramel from the caramel topping that we did, and then you can also smell the fresh apples. So, yes. Wow. I can't believe that worked out. I thought flipping it was gonna be a lot harder. Oh my goodness, it turned out so well. So that's basically it. The caramel apple upside down cake. It looks beautiful. Let me cut into it. And I have some plates here. The inaugural cut. Ooh, this is a big piece. Okay. Oh man. It is so soft. Ooh. You can see that steam. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. So good. So good. So you can see how flaky and moist the actual cake part is, and the caramelized part. Ooh, it looks so good. You can put a dollop of ice cream, but let's taste her. Have my fork right here. Well, it's really good. The cake is very spongy and like very moist, and like that caramel flavor with the apple is just so good. So good. This is such a good alternative for apple pie. But yeah, definitely let me know below if you try this. And if you have any questions about this recipe, let me know below too. I will link the recipe in the description box and where I found it. It was a recipe that I found online. It's not my own, but it is delicious. And whoever came up with this, give credit where credit is due, because it is delicious. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Oh my goodness, this turned out way better than I could even have imagined. It's delicious. All I'm missing is some vanilla bean ice cream that I'm about to put on it right now. I have some of that in the freezer. But let me know below what you think of this, and if you try it, snap me a picture and post it so I can see, please. But thank you so much for joining me, and continue to subscribe for more cozy hosting ideas here. But until next time, happy fall. Bye. Ooh.
It does look good, period.
It's delicious.
Oh my God, it looks gorgeous.
Ah, thank you. Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you.